What's up, y'all? I feel like this is like real up close and personal. I wanted y'all to be able to actually like see my skin in today's video. Don't mind this outfit, y'all. It's hot, okay? It's real hot. I'll probably have to change later because I feel like I'm sweating through like 4 outfits a day right now. Anyways, also the hair. You know what? One day I'm actually gonna do my hair for one of these videos and y'all gonna be like, who's that? Anyways. Today's video is just going to be a shop my stash video. I feel like, you know, I spend so much money trying to figure out what to film and I buy things and then I forget about them. So today's video, I just wanted to kind of dig into my collection, see what I haven't used in a while and just kind of roll with it, you know? I pulled up a bunch of products that some of them I've never used ever. You know, I buy things with the intention of like reviewing them and then like featuring them maybe or using them in like a get ready with me and then I just keep living my life, you know? So I'm going to show you guys what I pulled. I'm going to walk you guys through my stash. We're going to pull some items and then, you know, we'll do our makeup. Let's go. Okay, so this is my vanity. I actually keep my foundations here, but all of my makeup I actually store it here in these Alex drawers. These are from IKEA. This is, I mean, I'm sure y'all have seen these before. I don't actually keep my makeup in order. So I need to reconfigure like the order of these drawers. So we're going to be going out of order, but I'm going to pick out everything that I'm going to use today with you guys. So this top drawer, I actually keep all of my concealers. I have eyeshadow bases in here, eyeliners, eyebrow pencils and pomades, and then I have brow gels and stuff. So first, I guess let's pick out a concealer. I don't know, like what have I not used like lately? I feel like I never use this one, but it looks like it might be too light for me right now. So let's actually try this one. I never use this, so I can't remember whether or not I like it. So we got that. Next, I'm going to pick out an eyeshadow base. These are actually all of my eyeshadow bases here. I normally always use the Fenty one, but today let's actually use this one. I never use this one. Then, I don't know. I mean, do I need an eyeliner? I guess I should use this one because it's still in the packaging. I've never actually used this before. It's like a liquid eyeliner, so let's just try that. And then for eyebrows, there's just like so much here that I never use. You know what? Let's use this. I feel like I never used this and I was like so intrigued by this. This is the brow styler. I think it actually comes with a pencil and then like a powder here at the bottom. So let's try this. And then for brow gels, I mean, I use these pretty regularly. Actually, this one I never use. I don't think I've ever used this. This is just in clear. So that's actually it for this drawer. The next one is actually setting sprays and mascaras. I know this is kind of like a weird combination here, but for setting sprays, you know what, I never use this one. This is from Farsali. This is like the rose gold skin mist and I literally never use this. So let's try this. And then for mascaras, oh God, I don't know. You know what, let's try this one. This is from Tarte. This is the Big Ego mascara. I don't think I've ever used this. Oh God. Okay, this is the lip drawer. This drawer is like out of control. You can see there's just like stuff stacked in the middle. I gotta clean this out. Let's see. What do I not use? You know what? Let's go for something spicy today. I feel like a red lip today, and I never get to use these lip paints from Fenty, so let's actually try this one. This is in the shade Uncensored, and I feel like I'm going to need a lip primer with that, so let's try this one. This is from Anastasia. I think I've featured this in a favorites video, but it's been so long since I've actually worn a liquid lipstick, so I haven't used it in a while. Just in case you're curious, these next 2 drawers are just like hair stuff. I keep my extensions in here, my clip-in extensions, all my hair care products, dry shampoo, all of that is in here. And then in this next one, oh my God, this is a mess. Do I want to show everybody that? These are like all my hair tools. So like my blow dryers, my curling irons, my straightening iron, and then I have like, you know, scrunchies and all that bow shit here. The next drawer is actually powders and bronzers, and then I have some blushes here. So for powder, let's use this one. This is from MAC. This is actually the, what is this? The Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. This is in medium tan, so let's try this. And then for bronzer, you know, I feel like I never use this. This is from Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I feel like that was like holy grail forever, and then like I totally forgot about it. For blush, I feel like I never use this Hourglass blush. This is in the shade Diffused Heat. This is the Ambient Lighting blush. So let's try this today. In this next drawer, I actually have a bunch of like cream products. I have all of my highlighters in here, and then I have like a bunch of like cream bronzers and blush and all that. You know, I've never actually tried these from Flower Beauty, so let's actually try a cream blush underneath that powder blush. That blush is actually kind of corally, so let's go with this one. This is in the shade Melon. I want to actually use this. This is a bronzer and highlighter duo. It's like two-sided or whatever. So I'm going to try this actually, and I never get any use out of that. And then I also want to use this on top of that. This is from Jouer. This is the Skinny Dip highlighter. I feel like I've never used this before. And that's all I need from this drawer. This next drawer is, oh, you know what? All of my drawers are out of control. I need to do a declutter. So these are all eyeshadow palettes, and then I have like lashes in here clearly, and I have like, you know, single shadows. I have these e.l.f. eye tapes. I feel like I get a pretty good use out of this drawer. I'm always like kind of dipping in here. There's like a shit ton of palettes back here too. I have them like all stacked in here. Let's actually try this. This is from Artist Couture. This is the Caliente eyeshadow palette. I have never used this. I actually bought it and never touched it. So let's use this today. Wow, we're going for a very fiery look today apparently. So these are all like face palettes and blushes and stuff. I'm almost wondering, should I use one of these instead of like a blush? Maybe, I don't know. I'll do a video on all my favorite face palettes. Should I do that? I don't know. But these are all of my primers also. So let's see. What's a primer I never use? Oh, I actually never used this one. I forgot I had this. Let's try this today. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. Let's do that. And then if you're curious, this last drawer is actually just like body lotions, body glows, body sprays, body. I wish there was vodka in this, but I digress. Anyway, so let's actually start with, what do we start with? Should we start with eyes? I'm scared. Let's do skin because I feel like I can't do my eyes unless I know what my face looks like. So let's start with primer. The primer I pulled is this from Ole Henriksen. This is the Banana Bright Face Primer. I remember using this before, and normally I would use this in conjunction with like a pore filling primer. But I remember using this before and like loving it. I feel like whatever you put on top of this primer looks just super healthy, super smooth. It doesn't like fill anything. It doesn't fill any pores or anything, but I just love the way it makes my foundation lay. You know, I feel like my foundation just looks super healthy on top of this. Oh shit, I forgot to pull a foundation. Damn it. The foundation that I pulled is actually this one. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. It actually has SPF 25 in it, that's pretty good. I don't know if this is gonna match me right now because I'm like super brown right now. Like, I'm real brown. Let's see. Oh, that's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. I honestly don't remember how I feel about this foundation, and I'm kind of nervous because I'm like putting a bunch of products together today that like I don't normally use, which means I don't remember how they wear and I don't remember if I like them. But I mean, if they're still here, obviously I like them. I'm nervous. Oh, this is actually a decent color match. At least it looks like it under this light. You know, there aren't actually a lot of drugstore foundations I like just because I feel like they all kind of just sit on the skin. It's hard to find a drugstore foundation that like melts into your skin and actually looks like skin. This one is looking a little heavy on my nose, but I have like a shit ton of texture on my nose. But it's not looking bad everywhere else. Maybe I just used too much on my nose. I don't know. Next for concealer, I also pulled the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is in the shade 370 Biscuit. The foundation is in the shade 465. Again, can't remember like if I like this or not. Hopefully the shade isn't, I don't know, the shade looks kind of pink, but you know, it's whatever. It is kind of nice that this foundation has like SPF though. I'm not going to use a lot of concealer just because, you know. And let's blend this out. You know, I do feel like this does look a little heavy on the skin, but I'm also pretty sure that this foundation and concealer is like full coverage, and I'm normally not like that bitch or whatever, so it may just feel heavy to me. You know, the rest of my face actually looks really nice. Like my forehead looks really nice, my cheeks look nice, it looks healthy. It's just my nose, you know, I got a lot of texture going on here. I actually want to wet a sponge and just go over this just to see if it'll melt into the skin a little bit better than like with a brush. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back. You know, it's crazy because I just went to go wet my sponge, and in the bathroom, in the mirror, from like a distance, it does look like my skin looks perfected. And you know what? I feel like the Beauty Blender does also work, but it's also like you can see it's taking off like excess product. And again, I do feel like it looks kind of crusty and heavy around my nose, but everywhere else it looks like amazing. I feel like also pouncing like a wet Beauty Blender on all of this makes it look a little bit more glowy. We're about to set though, so it doesn't matter. Before we set though, I'm actually going to use this. This is from Uma Beauty. This is actually like a contour stick. This is the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Duo Stick in the shade Honey Honey. I want to say this bronzer was actually too deep for me when I bought it. So I'm just gonna, I mean, you can see how creamy this is. I can just literally dot it on my face and it's, she pigmented. So let me just go in with like a very light hand. We'll reapply as we need it. So this is, I remember this being like a super creamy formula. I do have a little bit of a tan since I first bought that. So let's see. You know, I do feel like it looks a little red for my complexion, but that did blend out like super nice though. I mean, it looks a little red. Am I crazy? But I kind of like it. You know what though? I am glad that I started with just a little bit of product because like a little bit does seem to go a long way. I do feel like the bronzer that I picked out for today though is actually more neutral. I want to say it's a little bit cool toned, so I feel like it'll balance this out, but I wanted like, you know, a nice little base to go on before the bronzer. I do want to use the other side too. This is the highlight. This is a beautiful gold shade. But I want to say this is also like super pigmented. And I remember loving this. I don't know why. I just never really picked it up. I want to say it was probably because the bronzer side was actually just a tad bit too deep for me. But this highlight is beautiful, y'all. I'm only going to add a little bit because I do also have a powder highlight that I pulled that's like super beaming. But this is real nice. And I feel like sometimes, especially like in the summertime, if you have like oily skin, it's like difficult to get your makeup to wear as long as you need it to. And I feel like adding these like cream bases before powder makes your powder products stick better, you know? You can't tell me nothing about this highlight though. For bronzer, I pulled this one from Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Oh god, but as you can see, it's actually a little bit more cool tone, so I'm actually going to use this to go over this cream bronzer. So let's, you know, ooh, dust party. That's real pretty. Oh, I like that. I also feel like adding like bronzer and highlight before powder bronzer makes your powder bronzer look just, I don't know, like a little bit more glowy, you know? And like that's the look I'd be going for in the summer, you know? I totally forgot that I pulled a cream blush and I already put bronzer on. So hopefully this looks, it doesn't break up. So the cream blush that I pulled is actually from Flower Beauty. This is the Blush Bomb in the shade Melon. I bought these so long ago and I never used them. That looks so pretty. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I'm actually just gonna, let's see, how do I do this? I'm like so scared of this. I'm just gonna dot some. Oh wow, clearly I put too much on I put too much. I'm just gonna use this to blend it out. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's real pretty. Holy shit, that's pretty. I did go a little ham just because I haven't set my face yet, and I know that like oh wow, this is, that was a lot. I know that the powder is gonna like tone it down once I set my face, so I wanted to use a lot. But that is, oh my god, that's beautiful. I didn't even use everything that I squirted out. I thought it was gonna be a lot sheerer than this, but it's not. But I love that it's not. It looks so healthy on the skin, y'all. You could probably put this on your bare face and it would look so healthy. Oh, I like that. I am gonna add just a little bit more bronzer to kind of balance out how much blush I put on. I you know, I don't want to lose that bronzer in that blush, you know, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. That was not a little bit. Okay, I just need to stop. Okay, to set my face, I'm pretty sure I bought this and just never used it. This is from MAC. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder in the shade Medium Tan. I'm pretty sure I just bought this and never used it. So I'm actually gonna pat out the creases in my under eyes real quick. And then I'm gonna take this setting brush from Real Techniques. And I mean, I don't know, like, you don't see a lot of powder come up, so I do. Oh, okay. And I'm just gonna use this to set under my eyes real quick and then in my T-zone. You know, it's crazy because I can tell that it's like setting my face, but it doesn't look powdery. It doesn't look like, you can still see a sheen there. And even when like I go over this blush and highlight, like you can still see like a glow. Do you feel me? Oh, that's nice. Why don't I ever use this? Wow, that's a really nice powder. Okay, MAC. I feel like everybody forgot about MAC complexion products. I feel like the beauty industry blew up and like MAC, just nobody cares anymore. But they still have like all of my favorite lipsticks. If I need a lipstick, I'm gonna go to MAC. I don't care. To top off that cream blush, I picked this out. This is from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. I'm just gonna take like a little stippling brush or whatever and just kind of, you know. And I'm just gonna go over this blush. Wow, I went ham on the blush. But I feel like I look so healthy, you know? Like, I feel like I've been eating my vegetables, you know? Oh, God. I don't eat any of my vegetables. Don't tell Gavin. Anyways, I need to stop fucking around. The next thing I pulled is from Jouer. This is actually the Skinny Dip highlighter. What's this called? It's the powder highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip. I'm gonna take my favorite highlighting brush. This is intense, y'all. Like, I'm pretty sure you could see. Like, this is intense. And I remember this being like everybody's favorite highlighter. This was like it, you know? And I bought it because everybody else had it and I wanted it. And then never used it. I feel like I do that with so many products. You know, we have these things that blow up on YouTube, you know? And like everybody has them and they're like raving about them. And like for good reason. I mean, do you see this, bitch? Like, yeah. I mean, I do feel like highlighters like this aren't popular anymore just because nobody's going for that like super strobed, you know? Like this highlight came out when like strobing was a thing, you know? Nobody does this anymore. Except me, apparently. Anyways, what do I do next? I feel like I need to do my eyebrows because I need to. And I'm actually kind of nervous because I never use products like this that are like just ticker, you know? And I almost feel like I need to like watch an instructional video on how to use this product before I just go in. But I'm just gonna go in. This is from Benefit. This is the brow styler. It actually comes with like an angled brow pencil on one side, and then on the other side, I remember the last time I spilled this, so I'm gonna open it carefully. The other side comes with like a powder thing with like a applicator. Like the powder is in here, and then the applicator, you know, you get it. So I'm gonna start with the pencil and then I'm gonna set with the powder. I'm scared because I'm pretty sure the last time I used this I messed them up, but I only used this once, so let's see how I do. Okay, you know, my only thing about products like this is that you have to like use your own spoolie, you know? Like, I'm somebody that like, I absolutely need a spoolie. I cannot live my life without a spoolie, you know? Anyways. Okay, I'm gonna try this now. Does it have directions? It doesn't. We're just gonna go in, you know? Ooh, I feel like I need to like tap some off. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of freaking powder. Ooh, these eyebrows is dark. I never do my brows this dark. I'm a very natural brow. I'm a bushy brow, but naturally bushy, you know, like kind of girl. I didn't finish that sentence. I do that all the time. Why am I like this? I'm actually curious to see like how long my brows will last. Like if I fill them in with a pencil and then set them with a powder, will they last longer? I don't know. I'm curious. Like, but see, again, with the spoolie, like I feel like after adding that much product to my eyebrows, I gotta brush these bitches out, you know? And then like, that's dark. That's an intense brow, you know? That's for somebody that like means business, you know? Like they want them brows to be just like, you know? I need to calm down. Anyway, for brow gel, I pulled this from ColourPop. I'm pretty sure I bought this for like a full face of ColourPop, used it for that video, and then never used it again. But like it's white, you know? I don't know. It does, I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, das Tik. Ooh, that mean business. Wow, you know what? I feel like after this, my brows will not move. I am going to get in the pool later, which, let's see. Let's see if this will keep my brows in place, even when I'm in the pool. It is like a thicker brow gel, and it's supposed to be clear, but it looks white on the little brush thing. So let's see. Ooh, Oh, that was too much right there. It does feel like super gripping. It almost feels like glue. It feels like putting like Elmer's glue in my brows, but I mean they look like they're gonna stay there. And I'm curious, like I can see some white in my brows. I wonder if that's just gonna dry clear. We'll see. We're moving this along. For eyes, I'm gonna use this first. This is the Pero Primero primer from Alamar Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure I used this like once or twice. And I mean, there wasn't anything about it that I didn't like, but I'm just so like, you know, loyal to my Fenty primer that I just, you know, I don't reach for anything else. This does feel like super sticky. And it does have like some color to it, so it does kind of cancel out whatever you got going on the lids. I can't remember if this kept my eyeshadow from creasing. If you're new here, I have extremely oily eyelids, so like every shadow creases unless I use my Fenty amplifying, I can't remember, Pro Filter amplifying eyeshadow primer. Yeah. And I have tried other eyeshadow primers and they do keep my eyeshadow from creasing for like a hot minute, but like the Fenty primer is like an all day thing. Really, that's my thing with Fenty products, period, is that they last all day. Wow, this does feel really sticky. I feel like when I open my lids, they get stuck to each other. Or they get stuck to, you know what I mean. Okay, for shadow, I'm going to use this. This is the Caliente eyeshadow palette from Artist Couture. I have never used this. I've swatched it, never used it. So let's just see, you know? You know how this goes. I'm gonna point, I'm gonna blend, and then we're just gonna, you know, do it. So let's go. Okay, this took a turn that I was not expecting. And it's crazy because I picked out a red lip thinking, okay, it's a red palette. I'm going to go super like orange red tones. Nope. Anyways, everything in here is like super pigmented. These shades that I use, I think I use this one, this one, this one, and this one, super pigmented. I'm curious what this yellow shade would look like on my skin tone blended out because no yellow ever shows up on me. I feel like I want to try it like in the very edges of this shadow just to see what it looks like. Let's see what yellow looks like here. I mean, is that showing? I feel like I don't see anything. I mean, I can kind of tell that it's like giving it like a yellow tinge or whatever, but I mean, not much. It does kind of look like a sunset eye. We go from like yellow to orange to pink or whatever, but you know, the yellow isn't as pronounced, but you can tell. I mean, I guess you can kind of tell that it's like there. You know, this palette is super nice. The shadow does feel a little bit dry, but like the pigmentation is there. Like this shadow that I used felt a little bit dry. I'm curious about this one too. Yeah, they feel dry, but they're like almost like a pressed pigment. Look at that. I mean, the pigmentation is there, bro. And I mean, the shimmer shades even feel dry, but they are like, you know, this bronze shade. I wonder what that, oh, should have used that. Should have used that. Damn it. Maybe I'll use that in my inner corner when I'm done with my eyes. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I've never used this before. Anyways, the next thing I picked out was eyeliner. This is the Il Makiage ink liner. I actually purchased a bunch of stuff from Il Makiage, and I actually only wanted to try like the foundation and concealer, and I meant to return it, and I just did it too late. But they still let me keep it. Just a long story. Anyway, when I ordered that, this actually came in the box as a free gift, and I never used it, but it looks like a super fine tip. Like you can get a very fine line from it, but it also looks like super black. Okay, let's try it because I suck at this. Did that just happen? Did I just do that? Oh my god. I blinked. Damn it. You want to know how I'm gonna fix that? I show you. Okay, Q-tip, makeup remover. First I wind the Q-tip up real good. And then I just wet the very tip of the, did I say toothpick? Q-tip? And then I'm gonna go in and erase whatever mistake I made. And obviously it's gonna take off the eyeshadow also, but that's easy. Then I'm gonna go in with the eyeshadow palette that I used. I used this color there. And I'm just gonna cover that up where I put the makeup remover. It's like it never happened. You're welcome. I'm just gonna go in and fix and kind of clean up that line. And we did it, y'all. We did liquid liner. I did a super tiny wing just because I feel like they just look better on my eyes. I love this though. I mean, for me to have done that, just like no problem, I love this. It is a felt tip liner, but it's super black, super precise. You can get a super sharp wing. You know what that liner is? I can't believe they gave it to me for free. I can't believe it. Next, I'm going to set my face before I do mascara. This is from Farsali. This is the Rose Gold Skin Mist. I probably used this like once or twice and then never again. I don't know why. It's not that I don't like it. I mean, the mist is super fine. At first, I thought like the little gold specks in it were gonna get stuck in the thing and it was gonna be hard to spray, but it's not. And like the glow, y'all. For the longest time, I did feel like Farsali products were like, you know, they were kind of gimmicky. They, you know, gold flecks in a setting spray. Like, who really needs gold in their setting spray, you know? But like the more products I use from them, the more that I realize like it's the real deal. I think I have like the unicorn drops or something like that. They're like glow drops. Everything, okay? I have the Skin Tune Blur drop things, everything. But I'm pretty sure they're like no longer producing. I don't know why. I think they're focusing on family or something. I read something online. Anyways, for mascara, I pulled this from Tarte. This is the Big Ego mascara. I'm pretty sure this looks pretty similar to like the Better Than Sex. Yeah. And it smells really strong. Like really strong. As soon as I opened it. Ooh, you know that mascara smell? I feel like Maybelline mascaras used to smell like this like back in the day. You know the one mascara, or is that L'Oreal? The one mascara that looks like watermelon. It's like a pink tube but like a green cap. You know what I mean? Anyways. You know, this does feel like a super volumizing mascara, but I don't know if it's because I've had this for a minute. Like, it looks like it naturally curls my lashes too, but it doesn't really separate my lashes all that great. Like, my lashes don't look more fanned out with this mascara. If anything, they actually clump together a little bit. I mean, it is super volumizing. Like, you can see my lashes, but they're clumped together. You know what I mean? And I would not use it. It's too big to use on my lower lash line, so I'm just not gonna use it, you know? Okay, for lips. I picked out a red lip and now I'm wondering, like, should I not use that red lip? I originally picked out, you know, the Fenty Beauty lip paint in Uncensored, but let's go with Unattached just because I feel like it'll match this look a little bit better. Clearly, I don't plan anything out. First, I'm going to use this from Anastasia. You know, this is actually used up quite a bit, so I used to use this a lot, especially when I first started getting into makeup. So I'm going to use this one in Unattached, but first, let's use a lip liner. I have a lot of Bite Beauty lip pencils. Why? And why don't I use them? That's the one. Let's do the Bite Beauty one just because I never use it. So I'm going to line my lips real quick. This also looks like really creamy on my hand. So I don't know how long wearing this is going to be. I don't know. I hate this. I'm gonna let it dry and then we're gonna revisit this. It's like the more it dries, the more I hate it. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave it like this. My lips look like I just colored them in with a highlighter, but I digress. What have we learned here today? One, we have learned that some of these products I actually don't use for a reason. Like this lip. I probably bought this thinking, oh my god, this is gonna be so beautiful in the summertime. I don't know, maybe it's the eyes that's throwing this off. I don't know. I don't know about this. I do feel like it feels comfortable on the lips and it looks good. It's like velvety, it's soft, you know, but you know, I might be just a tad too brown for this, you know? This eyebrow duo set, you know, I feel like it's difficult to use, but like if you like dark, bold brows, I feel like you're gonna love this. I'm curious to see how long it lasts. Again, I'm gonna be sitting in the pool for a hot minute, so everything else, I feel like I loved. There's still good reason for all of this to still be in my collection today. It's just those eyebrows. Oh, and this mascara. This mascara is, you know, not my favorite. So yeah, that's it. This video took forever to film and it's probably gonna take me forever to edit. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and stay tuned. Let's just get started. So today's video is just gonna be a stop my stash. I'm so stupid. I never use this one. This is from ColourPop. This is the What else? I don't know. I feel like I'm like like beating the fuck out of my face right now. I don't know, like, is it just one shade? Is the shade Chocolate Soleil? Chocolate Lolay. So stupid. I have like fuzz all over my hair. I mean, face. Okay, I need to wipe this off before I get it everywhere. You know, it's funny because I'm somebody's mom, but like I don't have babies around anymore, but I still keep baby wipes. I don't know why. It's a force of habit. Like once you have had a baby and you have adjusted to life with baby wipes, you can't live your life without them anymore. That's it. Anyways. I got a bridge. This is the Primero primer. Wait. Oops, I mean, what am I doing? Wow, I suck at this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Where'd it go? It's probably sitting right in front of me and I can't see it.